That how you repay me?
Hey everybody!
Hi.
Ladies, you want some triple X action?
No.
Because
No.
Xander Cage is God's gift to women.
No.
That's right, the hunky, attractive Vin Diesel in this mediocrely lame PG-13 movie bangs like, what, 20, 30 chicks, and every girl is like swooning over like, ooh, Xander Cage, you're so hot. My safe word is kumquat. Okay, this movie is a sequel to the Triple X movie from 2002, 15 years later. And viewers of my channel, longtime viewers, so both of you, might remember that we reviewed Triple X State
I
of the
thought we had
Union.
like 1,000 people that watch us.
Triple X State of the Union starring Ice Cube. And, well, this movie's just lame in my opinion.
I didn't think it was that bad.
So basically, this movie tries to be like another Fast and the Furious movie, whilst the first one tried to be like the awesome dude, James Bond. Because James Bond is for wimps and Triple X is cool, yo. Rob Cohen is not cool.
Okay.
Do you know who Rob Cohen is?
Whatever.
He made, what did he do? He did Alex Cross with Tyler Perry. He did The Mummy 3. He did Stealth. He did Triple X. I think he did The Boy Next Door with Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, he's not a very good... He's a very generic director.
Don't know.
So anyway, there's a lot of people in this movie. The only three I gave a darn about was Nina Dobrev, who is listed, Ruby Rose, who was kind of like a sniper chick, and I apologize if this is if I pronounce it incorrectly. Deepika Penta... Bollywood chick.
Deepika. That's fine.
So anyway, this movie has a lot of stunts. I will say most of the time they are filmed in daylight. That's good, but just because an action scene is filmed in daylight, doesn't always mean you can tell what's going on. Die Hard 5's car chase was shot during the daytime, and there's an action scene in this movie that reminded me of that scene where it was crash zooms, close-ups, and wide angles, where...
Well, it was two teams of the Triple X.
I was talking about when they were fighting on the cars.
Yeah, in the street.
In Detroit.
Yeah, on the bridge.
You're a bigger fan of this movie because because you're a typical lady where you can't resist the hunkiness of Xander.
Stop.
That's what I got from this movie.
I just went into it with an open mind.
So, do you want to talk about... So, we're only about 3 minutes in. I've said pretty much all I could. Oh, okay, here's something else. This movie is trying to be like Fast and the Furious, and people have said like, oh, you like Fast and...
Not so much Fast and Furious. What is the other one that I said the other day?
Suicide Squad?
No. The other one's Stallone, Arnold.
Expendables.
Yeah. Where they kind of tell you who is who and how many bones they've broken, how many crashes they've been in.
That's like Suicide Squad, where they have like the name title things.
Okay. Because the one guy,
he when puts in doubt,
his mouth guard, look out.
Because when in doubt, remind me of Transformers 5. But anyway, people have said like, oh, you like Fast and Furious, why don't you like this? Just because I like a Terminator ripoff called Lady Terminator doesn't mean just because I like an E.T. ripoff, Monster Trucks, doesn't mean I also love Nessie and Me.
Yeah, true. I'll give you that. That's okay.
This movie is just like boring, generic, and there's like, apart from like those three characters, which by the way, one of them is like a love interest, the other one is a sniper and barely gets any dialogue, and one of them isn't even really isn't part of the Xander's team. She's kind of like a she's kind of like a
She's part of
quirky.
XXX though. She's part of the
She's
Asian
kind of.
team.
I'm talking about Nina Dobrev,
Oh, the one that was with the blonde chick?
the one that wore glasses. Yeah, she's kind of like a quirky, like Kat Dennings character in Thor kind of person. She's the one that says the kumquat line.
Hmm.
And Samuel Jackson is in the movie. Um, it's a flashback, and then Ice Cube is in the movie.
He waited 11 years for somebody to die. What was it, 9?
Yeah.
11 years.
Wouldn't it have been 12 years because the movie came out in 2017?
I don't know. He said 11 years.
You know what? I would rather see more Ice Cube than Xander Cage, because Ice Cube, when Ice Cube is doing like mean mugging, he kind of has like some personality and like some attitude with it. Xander Cage is just like Xander Cage talking like this, yo. And it's like Xander Cage is way less likable, in my opinion, than Dominic Toretto, and a majority of the cast in this movie don't get to do much. Apart from like a main scene at the end that involves an airplane.
Hmm.
Go ahead, say stuff. Oh, by the way, I picked this movie out. Say stuff.
What do you want me to say? You kind of picked over it. So
defend this movie because you didn't hate it.
Xander was kind of like semi-retired. There was a whole team together. Didn't really say what team it was, but there was a whole team together that they found out that somebody was messing with the satellites, and they were redirecting them to blow up in countries. So one happened in China, where Samuel Jackson and this other soccer player was.
He was in China in the beginning?
Yes.
Huh. I thought that was America.
No.
Okay.
And so the bomb hit across the street from him and blew up the building, so everybody thought he was dead.
Okay? And there's another one in
So then the blonde
Russia.
chick,
Toni Collette.
Toni Collette pulls Xander and says, I have a job for you. And then she gives him her team, which he's like, no, I've got a team. We'll get it together. So then they go and they pick up each of these people. The woman is the sharpshooter.
Sniper,
sharpshooter, whatever. Okay. And then there's another one that he's kind of like a ladies' man and can DJ and do
the
stuff.
DJ person.
And then you got this guy that's a maniac behind the wheel of anything, a boat,
a guy who
truck.
A guy who he pretty much looks like someone from Duck Dynasty almost.
He almost looked like the guy that was in one of the Christian rock group that I listened to. But anyway,
ZZ Top?
Christian rock, not yuck rock.
ZZ Top is the only one that I knew of with a beard.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's a close beard, not his type of beard. Okay.
Oh.
So then they go and they find it, and they're trying to get it, but then the other 4 people from the XXX meet up with them. They're competing with them, then they're fighting with them. They want it, and it's kind of a mess of everybody trying to get to it. And the one girl that goes on Xander's team for a little bit, she just wanted
the Bollywood
to destroy.
actress?
Yes. she wanted it destroyed so nobody could do any more damage. So what they found is the one that they got and she destroyed it was only a prototype. So there was another one out there that could grab another satellite, and that was going to go down in Russia, they found. So they had to find where this guy was. They finally found him. They got it, and Xander, being on the plane, drove the plane into the satellite
Oh, yeah, at
so it
the
would
end.
blow up before it got to Russia.
No, no, it had already landed in Russia.
No,
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
this was the third satellite then?
Yes.
Ah, third satellite. Oh, mamma mia. Sorry. Sorry about that. So, what they do then find out, Xander and this other guy that was head of the other Triple X group in Asia, Philippines or whatever, he, they found out that from, what was the blonde chick's name again?
Tony Collette.
Tony Collette, that Triple X was being tore apart, and what they meant is they were going to be killing them. So, they kind of get rid of the people. The one guy threw the toilet. Get rid of the people
Oh, yeah.
on the plane, and then they get rid of her out the back.
And it turns out she's the bad guy.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of this movie just reminded me of other movies that I could be watching.
Yeah,
Like,
you said that.
if I want to see it, if I want to see a chase scene on the road, I'll watch Speed. Thank you very much.
Mm.
If I
The
want
first
to,
one?
of course.
Of course.
If I want to see a movie where there's like a female villain, I'll watch Power Rangers with Elizabeth Banks.
Okay. That's not bad either.
Or, well, does Lady Terminator? I guess Lady Terminator is technically a villain.
She's the villain.
Well, she does kill a lot of people. I'm gonna quote Brad Jones. It's like, dude, Triple X, you're like this. You're this awesome action. You're supposed to be this awesome action star, and your movie is PG-13. How awesome? How like extreme are you?
PG-13, not really. A little bit of swearing.
Yeah, I think they said the F word once or twice, maybe.
There was no, there was cleavage shown, short shorts.
There's an implied group bang.
Yeah. The one lady he went to talk to, she let her assistants take care of him.
But yeah, I found this movie boring.
But I didn't fall asleep. So it was okay.
You didn't fall asleep during the Champagne Gang.
You sure?
Yeah, you fell asleep during Ace Ventura.
Yeah, well, that movie was dumb.
So,
I didn't like that movie.
so everyone, Kay found this movie as good as the Champagne Gang.
No, just that I stayed awake.
That's what I mean. Okay. She found this movie as good as Christmas Vacation 2.
No.
Yeah,
No.
you stayed awake during that one.
Oh God, that was bad. Bad, people. Bad. Oh, bad.
At least that had like Ed Asner in it. That was
Yeah,
kind
he
of
kept
fun.
trying to kiss all the women.
Yeah. But that was a TV movie, so it had an excuse. This had probably like $100 million budget.
Well, how much did it make? Anything?
Well, we'll probably get Triple X 4.
Why not 3? Oh, Triple X.
This is Triple X 3.
What was 2?
State of the Union with Ice Cube.
What was 1?
Triple X in 2002.
Did we see that one?
No, I didn't want to see it because Film Brain already reviewed it, and you give me enough junk for picking movies other critics have reviewed.
No, I don't.
Join us next time when... And I picked the perfect movie to be on the same week as Inauguration Day, involving both Russia as well as some guy who's pretty unlikable. That'll be the only political joke. Join us next time when we'll take a look at one of Kay's picks.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye for now.